What's going on, guys? G-Sep here, and we are back with another episode of In the Studio. This time, we're going to be taking an acapella that I was thinking about finding and starting from scratch, literally from beginning to end. Everything on start to finish, how I mix, how I master, is all going to be in this clip. The frustrations, the normal stuff that people don't see behind the scenes when things are actually done and fully finished as a beautiful product. But that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get into it. I was kind of like, listening to a whole bunch of tracks being played out. A few of my boys, one of my boys, Jay, shout out to him, just got his track, supported by Gordo. And it's something similar to the track that I've been seeing other people do, to where it's Latin vocals, a lot of instrumentals, kind of more towards the Latin genre for those instrumentals, and it just goes with a nice vocal kind of is singled out before the drop. You kind of start slowly taking away all of the instruments. It's just a vocal. Everyone's sitting there, everyone's waiting, and then you give it to them. And that's what I'm trying to do with this one today. So, I believe the track is called Diluvio by Rauw Alejandros. Really good artist, super good acapella, and I was able to find, today we'll be using an actual acapella that I just found somewhere off of YouTube. Here it is. Here, let's get some volume, get it playing loud. And this is the beginning of the track.
Me dice que tiene ganas de tener sexo y en el expreso ya de camino a su cama. En el cuarto cae un diluvio.
Now this part right here, I don't think it's the main chorus. There's another main chorus, right? It kind of sounds like a second chorus in a sense. But this is the part. So that's the part right there that I want to single out. We're going to cut that out, at least for now. That's going to be, we'll get the instruments. We'll start with the intro, obviously. During the break, before the build-up, we're going to, low pass. I already kind of pictured this in my head about what we would do. Low pass the vocal, with that, loop it, and that's when we do exactly what I said. What we will do in here is pull everything away, all the instrumentals that I'll add, all the instruments, things like that. And then we'll kind of leave it nice, beautiful reverb, and then hopefully come up with a really cool drop. All of this, I don't even know what I'm going to do, so we're going to do it right now. So hey, let's do it. Alright, so first step here, I want to grab exactly where I want it cut.
En el expreso ya de camino a su cama. En el cuarto cae un
right there. And weirdly, is it like kind of on cue? I'm par already with everything. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna use the cut tool. I always like to make it easier for me. Put it at the beat mark. We're gonna snip this, but let's see, because I may have cut a little too much. Let's see. Nah, perfect. So, this beginning, I don't really like that much, so we're just gonna take that out. Okay, so we got this part here, and I think it loops, or at least it goes for a good part here. Let's see. Take this part here.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo.
Yeah, right here. And that's what I want right there. This is literally all I want for now. Later on, might add the, most likely gonna add somewhere in there just to kind of make it a little bit different. We'll add the actual chorus, because it's pretty cool, and everyone's gonna know it, so we gotta throw that in there. But let me just see. Bien bella, calentamos más que un julio.
Castígala, dale lo que pide. Estamos en la zona que nada se prohíbe. Dale duro pa' que nunca se olvide. Castígala, castígala.
What else I can do with it? That right there.
Que me esperas sin nada puesto. Ok, baby, escucha el concepto.
We need that, like, that part would be like second drop or second part of a drop somewhere where people are like, oh, they're already dancing, they're already going in, and then we bring that back and be like, what? Oh shit. Oh man, I forgot YouTube, you can't really curse. We'll bleep it out. Beep. Anyways, back to this here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and clip it So I'm gonna save this part here, kind of put it down. I like to just kind of toss it here, shut that channel off for now, and I already got what I want here. So let's start off just by messing with this and getting it how I actually want. So I like to mix during. Honestly, do like to master kind of at the same time. I just like to hear everything how it is. And then I also mix kind of according to that master, what I hear, what I feel, and all that. And Jesus, I got something in my eye. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I like to do. So we're gonna go ahead and just toss this in the first channel. You guys are gonna see also how like messy I am, and honestly, just for the sake of this gonna go on YouTube and maybe some people are gonna watch it, we're gonna name these channels. We're gonna do new G-Step, new year, new G-Step. So let's see, rename it. Wow, I haven't seen that in a while. Let's see, main vocal, bam, we'll set that there. So now want it big, but then we also want it to grow bigger. So we want it to be kind of big to start off. Toss in the Valhalla. I like to toss it a little bit lower, add a little bit seconds more than what it comes with. Let's just kind of hear from the beginning where we're at. With Valhalla. Without. There's a reverb already naturally, but I like it a little bit bigger. And then what I usually like to do, I mean, you know what, let's not jump the gun too much. Let's wait until we get to that part in the song, and then I'll see if I want to get it bigger or not. Other than the Valhalla, we're going to toss this up a little bit. We're going to EQ it, even though it's a studio a cappella in a way, so it's kind of probably already been through everything, but we're just going to clean it up a tiny bit just for the sake of the song itself. A lot of BS that shouldn't, doesn't need to be there. Perfect. So we got a little bit clean. Let's hear everything. So without, throw the EQ, brings it out already, and then Valhalla. Alright, so now we want, what BPM do we want? I'm kind of sick of making stuff at 126. I think it's a little too slow. I usually end up making my stuff at, or at least playing my stuff at closer to 127, 128 BPM. So I think just for the sake of how I like to play my stuff, we're going to go to 128 for overall. And, you know, we're going to go ahead and move this guy here. We'll do none, so that this way I have the freest movement on this, but we're probably just gonna line this up here. Let's get our metronome and push this in. This should be good there if my eyes are good, but let's zoom in a little bit more just in case, because I'm probably a tiny bit off. A little bit off, yeah, okay. But let's see how it sounds. Let's get the metronome, see if we're here. Let's also, FL Studio, you always wanna, once you move stuff, you want to go into tools, macros, switch all audio clips, real-time stretching, so that this way it doesn't chipmunk or lower, and alter the voice, keeps it exactly what the original should be. Alright, so that already started a little fast there.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio.
Oh, I think it needs to go
Y hasta que
even
salga el
closer, actually. Look at that. So we might have to go here. But I feel like it's too fast. Let's hear. This is the most fun part.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me...
Let's see. Maybe a little faster.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio.
We're kind of getting there.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada... En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos bien bellos, calentamos más con Julio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos bien bellos, calentamos más con Julio.
There we go, we got it, ready? Alright, one more time.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos bien bellos, calentamos más con Julio.
Yeah, I think we are good. It's just, thank God we got that little reverb on there because we cut it, and if we didn't cut it, it would be weird.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos bien bellos, calentamos más con Julio.
Perfect, bam. Okay, so favorite button save. Let's save this as Diluvio Remix. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Okay, now we got let's see. So as I was listening to it and kind of picturing the track in my head, I think maybe I want to lower the reverb. Let's see. I might want to make it long, but kind of automate the reverb in a sense.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos bien bellos, calentamos más con Julio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene cada vez
Maybe I'll
más
make it
yo
like
te
this.
estudio.
Who knows?
Y hasta que salga el
We'll
sol
find
me
out soon.
quedo para darte lo tuyo. Rotos.
You're gonna see me save so much. Literally after every move I do, I save, and you guys should get used to that, doing all that, because yeah, it's just life. Alright, so now we got vocal here. So I kind of got a little bit of a, picture in my head of what I want to do. I had master chain or kind of pop the vocal if we need to, a little bit towards everything else. So now what I want to do is go into my packs here. Latin. I want to go into the Roomba. Phantom Sounds, shout out to you guys. Roomba, let's do volume 3. So I've already kind of looked through some before, just kicks and all that. We want to do drum one shots. Let's go. Let's test out some kicks. Let's see what we got here. Let's raise the volume a little bit. Let's see if I have my go-to kicks, but let's just kind of mess around and see what we get here. I want a low punchy. Kinda like this, we'll save that just in case. So it reminds me of those shorts or reels that you see people like, being a producer be like. Alright, well, let me hear this out. Not so much on the top. The other ones are a little airy. Kind of like that. So I just like the low deep ones. Let's see. So we got. Oof, that hits nice. That's a good one. That also hits nice. That's my least. I don't like that top, and I don't feel like creating my own kick right now. Okay, that one. I think that one's taking it. Okay, yeah. It's got exactly what I want. The exact punch, the exact tonality of it. Maybe we'll bring it down, the semitones or so, but let's go. Didn't that go right on? That's cool. Definitely way too much now that I'm thinking of it. That reverb it's a killer. That reverb is way too much right now. Let's bring it down to like. It's good for now.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio.
Perfect. Alright. Let's start getting some stuff in. So let's mute that. Let's start making. I mean, I like to start off. I mean, I kind of like. I start off so many different ways. I mean, right now, kind of just want to see what we can get with some cool instruments first, and kind of set up the percussion and everything that I want, and then I'll kind of start feeling, you know, what we're looking for here. So we got the kick. Let's do what I like to do first. Toss this bad baby right up here. So we got that. Let's lower it a tiny bit. So obviously we're gonna bring everything up later. We're gonna add. So let's see with this EQ what we could take out. Just a little bit of that top end, that little airy sound. I just don't like that. And part of this kick to make it less muddy. So without the EQ, so without, with. You see it, a little taken away, but no worries, because now we'll add my my go-to little compressor here. Bring up the gain a little bit. The attack, so it's not too crazy. Perfect. We'll bring this down just a tiny bit. Okay. Now, let's get a nice hi-hat going in the middle of that. Let's see cymbals. We got let's do a close. Kind of like that here. New channel. Just to make it easy for me. Bam. Okay. Throw this one in le mixer. Okay. Bring that down a little bit because we don't want the hi-hats to be too crazy here. Let's open up the EQ. But we want this. So take out all the bass you don't need. Slight on that, because sometimes it just comes too much, too heavy with the highs, and you gotta alter that in the middle. Especially when you throw. I compress everything. I'm sorry. It's just how I like it, how it goes, how I like the sound, how it feels good to me. Alright, so we got that going. Nice and simple. Just for ish and giggles. Kind of adjusting the volume now. I'll say one thing that
En
I'm
el cuarto
catching that I
cae
don't
un
like.
diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio.
So I don't know if you guys notice or can hear. It's supposed to be obviously the best that we can for the studio acapella, but it's got some noise in there.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Do I cut this up?
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te
This part
estudio.
doesn't really have it
Y hasta
here.
que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Like, what if I want to cut this and put it there. What if we can see if this is I'm telling you guys from start to finish, this is how it goes. So now what we gotta do is let's mute everything but this and see if I can find another part with the same in that track
Todavía no me voy a acostar.
where it doesn't have anything back.
Vamos a tener sale lo que pide. Estamos en la zona que nada se prohíbe. La nota, pero no sé qué pasaba. Yo estando y llegaba. Si no nunca, pero tú estás complicada. Por la madrugada, toca es un diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio.
This is it.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Found it. Okay. So perfect. That one's a little cleaner.
Toca es un diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos.
Right here. Okay. So we'll cut this, and what we're gonna do is take this here, select that. Now I hope I got it correct. I think I did. Let's see. Okay. So now let's single these guys out.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Oh, cool. We just gotta bring it back a tiny bit. Get that right there. Let's see.
Salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Perfect. Okay, so if I cut this here, and then we take that out, bring this up, it should sound kind of the same.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Yeah. Alright. Let's make sure it's on beat.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Okay. Only thing is I just don't think that this is in the mixer yet to give it what we want.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más que un julio.
Alright, cool. So now I gotta go back to my drums. Sorry guys, you hear one thing and you just gotta fix it. You cannot let it go. Alright. So I got it closed in here. Let's get it. I know you shouldn't go with the first one, but I like this one. Let's see. If we add this, let's do this here. Bring this guy a little lower. And we'll just copy this because we want the same. A little shorter. Those of you that don't know, this is the best way that you can shorten your clips. Super easy, super nice. Alright, so now what we want to do is get... I don't really like loops a lot, but to be honest with you, these aren't loops, but obviously my keyboard is not as responsive as I want it to be, but because like kind of imagining, let's see, alright, so let's see. Kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? And then it comes back in, hey. You know what I'm saying? We gotta something. We gotta get a dope bass line in there. Let's get a cool loop in here. Just for sake of time, and also cause like, what do I look like bringing bongos and snare drums and all that in here when it's already here? I'm very, very against anything other than that. That's the only kind of loop. I actually used to hate loops, but I've seen so many producers use these percussive loops because I mean it really does fill in your track. It gives it the best. That it just fills it in pretty much. Just fills in your track. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get us with a little loop-de-loop. Let's get a clap first, and then we'll fit in the loop right in there. So a nice little clap. Let's see. We want it short. Kind of like this one. We'll save it. Let's see. Ooh, kind of like that one too. Okay, keep that. Oh, but I also like that one. I like the higher pitch. But I also put the other ones higher. Honestly, the best thing to do is to get this set up with the clap and just kind of have it there already and listen to everything. Alright, so let's, oops, I meant to hit the 4, take out 2, copy these. Alright, it's going to be trial and error right now to see what clap we want. So let's, oh, that's not what I want them to do. Delete these guys though. Okay. Did this, open up one of these guys. Perfect, so let's see. Already hate that one. And that is too low also. Let's put these higher. Okay, so hate that one. Need this a little higher octave. Yeah, definitely higher octave. I don't know, it just feels better for me here. A note. Bring it up here. Yup. Okay, so I think I'm liking that clap. We're gonna go ahead and take away the other guys. Cut that, cut this, okay. So now, we did not put one of these guys here yet, right? Nope. Okay, so we'll put one of these guys here. Bam, and now let's bring this lower, let's EQ it. We got EQ, equality. Just gonna equalize, but duh. I knew what that meant. Alright. Okay, So, Latin vibes. I think we need some conga loops, some maybe percussive loops. Let's start taking a look at some of these. Let's take all this stuff out of here and let's start playing with this. So we got that there. Kind of like that. We're gonna play around with that one. Mess around with this one here because it's kind of like a minimal type S, minimal Latin. In a sense, I kind of like that. Let's bring that in. Let's just kind of hear if this is on time and on point, how it sounds. That's actually exactly what I wanted, but we have to add something else. We gotta add... So I guess what I'm doing now is pretty much... I'm gonna layer everything percussive-wise that I'm gonna want in the drop. We're gonna do that. We are then going to maybe play around with the bass line to get that. And then from there, because a lot of these tracks, what it is, I mean, if you really hear them, in the beginning of the song, in the intro, you're kind of hearing the drop. Almost at least 75 to 80% of it. Which, I don't know, not really my thing, but, because I feel like that's the climax. That's, if you're revealing it right in the beginning, like, it's like, alright, well, the song is kind of cool. But for some reason, those songs are getting super duper popular, so we're going to try to stay the course with it, doing the same. So we kind of got something cool. We're going to obviously equalize this guy here, EQ. Look at me using the equalize, and I've never ever used that before just because of the joke that I said before, so y'all don't think I'm dumb. But anyways, let's bring this down because I feel like it was a little bit too high. Muddy. Yeah, brighten it up. And guess what? Compressing. And I like this. Now that brings out a tiny little cymbal in there. But I actually want to now. I'm gonna just play around with these to see if maybe we could combine some stuff because I never like leave one there. I want to always do something, combine something, make the loop sound a little bit different, just so I feel a little bit better inside, How do I like that one more than the other one? This is a lesson, guys. Don't just pick the first one that you see and hear. Lesson in life. But let's combine it. See what happens. We're going to go ahead and bring this guy in because everything is set for 128. Should be good there. Let's bring this down. I don't know how good they're going to sound together, but we're going to try it out here. So that's both of them combined. I actually kind of like that versus just the one. Kind of makes it different. And I, like I said, feel better inside for using these loops. So I made them sound a little bit different, even though I just combined two. Alright, let's see, I EQ'd one. I didn't EQ. I can honestly just really drop this in the same, to be honest with you. I mean, these... Well, for the sake of, since I already have here, let's just go ahead and EQ this guy as well. Maybe not too bright on that one. Okay. Now, let's see. I do want to add another hi-hat, but this one we'll probably add one of these claps in later, but alright, so I want to do because this is, I need something for a steady, you know what I'm saying, that steady vibe going. Alright, so what we'll do, this will be easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually plug this one in, MIDI this one in. This is the one. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. So really what I'm looking for is to fill it all in, right? We're gonna cut itself so that this way, as soon as the next instrument plays, it's not bleeding over, it's not gonna, you know, condense it. It's condensing itself, pop, 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 pop. As soon as the one plays, the other one stops. So, that's not what I want. It's this one here. Ready? That's cool, but we need to add a little bit of the swing to it. So, as well as making all the equality adjustments. Let's see. Oh, we can take out so much of that. Look how clean that sounds now. And of course, we throw a little. We want this to sit a little bit more. I don't want it too crazy. And now the swing portion is the kickstart. So this way it sounds good with the kick. We want to bring it a little low, so let's mute everything here. Those are the loops, and then I want to add, why does that always happen to me? This here. Probably see that like 13 times in this video. Maybe go a little bit louder. You know what, I forgot the hi-hat. The middle one, ready? Woo! Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, wait, ready? Oh. Now we're getting there, okay. And then, you know, but the clap is too low. I can already hear it. So let's raise it up. Raise it up in the mix a little bit. The beginning though, so like I'm kind of also setting up the intro in a sense, so what I like to do is, let's move this over, right? So we're gonna move this one over, let's save it. Move this guy over here. Bam, so we're good there, and now I got kind of like almost like taking some instruments away, but then, so this is the intro, you know what I'm saying? So the intro will start here, towards the second part of the intro. So we have 16 and 16, 32 bar here, so it'll kind of just start like this. Forgot that was cut. We'll do a little bit of drama in there, and a riser, make it cooler. I think here's where maybe I'll add some flair to the vocal. Of course, that's gonna blend in way nicer. We'll bring this down because that was kind of we'll do one of those long reverb back. I'll show you guys how to do one of those as well. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely getting there now. So what we want to do is one of my favorites. So I have a crash that I go to all the time. This is gonna be, let's see. It's usually somewhere in here. Let's have a favorited. So we got our crash that I was looking for. Got it in here. What I'm gonna do now is just to kind of set up that intro to make it cleaner, smooth transition. We're gonna use this probably in a good amount of everything that I pretty much do with this here. It's my favorite thing. So what I'm gonna do is this here, we're gonna hit reverse. The out, we're gonna bring it in a little bit. Alright, so it's not as crazy, and it gives us you hear it? Takes a little to start, but when we put this exactly where we want it, so we gotta drop here and drag. Now we're more than likely gonna have to, so I'll put it on the line there. Almost broke my computer screen. It's just hard. We're gonna use the none feature, zoom this in, and bring this to match right there so it's perfectly. And of course, we'll take that away, hit the save, bring this bad baby over to Le Mixer. Put it in there, you know what we do. So we're playing it everything so we can hear it in there. Automatically EQ, I know that there's going to be no bass in it. Bring up the high a little bit. I kind of EQ'd this so many times. Yup. Nice little easy. And I moved the vocals back over because I think what I want to do is introduce them very low pass filtered here. So I'm gonna highlight this here, this portion that I want low pass filtered. Go back to the main vocal. Alright, so from here, so what we're gonna do here is with this vocal, we're gonna add us a low pass filter here. Take out the high frequencies, keep the low, and we're gonna bring this super low. Again, just testing this out to see how it's gonna sound. But then, the reason we have it highlighted is because what we're gonna do here is create an automation clip, right click for the cutoff of the LPF, low pass filter. And this one is gonna keep it low here, low and away from everything. So let's just see how that sounds here. Brings in. Kind of low underneath. And then this is kind of where we could then start to open it up. So what we're gonna do is obviously take away the kick. We'll copy all the instrumentals, bring this over, and you'll notice that my laptop just kind of like bloop, went this way. I literally have an ice pack under here because my battery gets so hot with running screen recording, FL Studio. I haven't even put any master plugins on this stuff. It'll literally chop up and all that. So, my laptop is not moving by itself, guys. So, no worries. Anyways, back to what we're really here for. So, we got this here. Let's, what I kind of want to do is, because there's a little bit of dead space from that last word that he says, and I don't want to put so much reverb to where it's just going to be, it's going to sound awkward, weird. So what I want to try to do and play around with is add a little bit of an echo here, or delay. Lower the volume here. I do like a ping pong, and we'll bring it up here. Let's just see how that sounds. By itself. Hold on, ready? So we'll do this, and do this. That's a part right there, because it was dead. There was dead space. So now it could sound better. So I forgot the other acapella. I was like, where is that coming from? But that's cool. It gave me ideas to keep going and do more stuff. So now what we'll do is copy this guy. We're gonna move it, and right on beat to here. here, we're probably gonna have to mess with it a little bit because whenever you do that, it kind of goes according to how you had that last piece of it. So no worries, we'll just zoom in, good old zoom tool, and bring it over. Bah, there we go. Alright, so we should be good here. Now, this is the part of the track where it is the break. So, break to the build. Alright, so ready? And I think here we want to open it up. So we want to open it up so then when he repeats this vocal again, that's when we'll start to kind of take away from everything and single the vocal just out. So let's start, okay, this is at 14%, I like that there. And what we'll do is from here, let's see how it sounds going full from here, so. Already too much. So we're gonna bring it down. And I wanna keep that low. Is it just me or did that sound like it was off? Hold up, here we go. Let's see what we're doing. Is that really off by that much? It sounded so much different. Alright, let's see. I think it is off by a tiny bit here now that I'm looking at it. Let's see, we'll zoom even more. Let's also make sure sometimes one thing, I knew it's my favorite thing in FL Studio. One of these. See, watch, ready? So this that I'm about to highlight right here, this caused everything when you copy it to kind of mess up. So whenever you hear something like that, it's one or the other. The vocal obviously is not really that great in. I should have probably zoomed in a little bit more from the beginning, but we'll do this. Bring this guy here because this will actually adjust the swing and adjust how it times even better. We will grab this here, make sure this is on point. With the both, that's gonna take forever. Let's do this and zoom back out. Sometimes I'm lazy, whatever, leave me alone. Okay, now, told you guys, start to finish. I probably should have told you from the beginning, not 30 minutes into it, but like, subscribe, share it. I'm sure all of us, or someone knows someone that is starting out trying to make some music and trying to be a superstar like Lupe Fiasco. If you are what you say you are, about to get flagged by YouTube. Nope, it's a cover, just kidding, I'm singing it. Anyways, we got it set, okay. This guy could actually go in a little bit more to the air, or that crash that we had. Okay, so now we can bring this out a little bit and see how it sounds. So much better. That part. That part sounds a little off to me still. Let's see. Can I mess with that? Let's see. So I think maybe making it a little bit faster because I think it's off by a little bit something. Sometimes these vocals are just like they. Let's see. Let's see. This is kind of like a. That sounded way better. Because we're gonna have to do to the other one now. So I think it needs to be, yeah, that last part is like, for some reason, it is, it's not, as, I don't know how you say it, this ice pack is like, alright, for some reason it's not as on point as I want it to be. Okay, it needs to be moved over just a tiny bit more. Alright, and to make this easier for me to mark it better, so what I'm going to do is chop, let's do half beat. We'll chop this portion here off, so that this way we know that this is where I'll have to put this one here, right at this beat, right after. So it'll just easily line up, because lining up this again will be a little hard to keep doing that over and over. So what I'd rather do is move this guy. I mean, we're going to have to adjust this correctly because it's going off of the first, not from the last, but I still have the marker in my head. So what we'll do is bring this bad baby back over here, toss it to where we want it to be there at the end, and we could close out that one, shift up, move that up, bam, now we're good. Shortcut keys. Alright, let's hear it. Way better. Okay, so now let's do this again with the beat. Beat, baby. Command that. Okay, so we copy it. We're gonna bring this back on. And of course, we just gotta bring this over to match it. The easy part here. Okay. Drag it. Pop. There you go. Right on here. Now here is where we will start to remove some of these here. So oh, almost forgot. The infamous reverse crash. There we go. Alright, so now just gotta find the best. Let's see. Well, we could keep this vocal, right? Alright, let's see. Now we just kind of have to start thinking what sounds the best for taking away these instruments and the timing and all that stuff. So let's start with this. So I think the easiest way to do this here is kind of identify all of these and just start automating or adding automation clips. I already got it looped to or kind of highlighted to where I want the automation clip to go, so as soon as I do it, it's at least within there. I don't have to redo all of those. So that is the, I believe those are cymbals. Now we got to do this guy here. First loop, automation, and we're going to bring this down here. So there's the second instrument from the bottom, and then we got the third loop. And then we got what? The clap. And as I'm as I'm thinking, I don't know why I copied that. It's literally because I had something else in my head. I'm kind of thinking possibly the chorus of the track to be on the next, to where we kind of leave the drama and leave his vocal going. So it's a possibility, and then we could bring it right back into the drop. So let's see how this sounds here. First, we're almost done grabbing everything here. That's the Roomba clap. Now we want to do the hi-hats. There's 2 of those here, so make sure to get both. Bop. And we're going to get the other hi-hat. Roomba, which one did we just do? We just did Roomba 3, hi-hat 2. We gotta do this one here. Okay. So now, got all these here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep. Let's see. We might cut off this end. So what I'm gonna do here is just kind of bring it down and lower. Bring it down and lower. Now, I mean, it's going to be trial and error with these to see what sounds good. If all of it's coming out sounds good. If maybe we got to automate these a different way to leave one longer than the other. But of course, you know, that could also happen now that I'm looking at it, because the volumes are all different. So, I mean, of course, some are going to be lower soon. Some are going to be lower, slower than the other. But let's check. Might be good, might not be good. Let's see what happens.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Alright, so now I think we can now start. I think I have to make the dead point of the, you know, keeping that vocal a little bit before, so all the instruments run out a little bit earlier. We don't want it laying in the background. We want it all to come away, and you to be like, what? Where did everything go? Where's the acapella?
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te viene, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo.
Needs to be even faster. So I think the halfway point sounds better. So halfway point for all these here. Bring it down, bring it down. Now, of course, the original volume, I have it all the way to the right. So I mean, that's cool. You know, I could just always cut one of these and put it right back when I'm ready for the drop, and it'll be A-okay, guys. A-okay. Let's see. I think this needs an airdrop here. Let's see if we experiment with, like, maybe keeping the clap a little bit higher. I like it running out. And right there. So now what we're gonna do is, let's go ahead. Let's see where we at here. All right. I think what we could do now is start incorporating some drama. One, I think this needs like a down lifter. Let's go ahead, down. Weirdly, right? It's an uplifter. It should be just called the down sweeper. They are down sweeps, but this one's also something else. I don't know, whatever. A down lifter is what we're gonna call this one here. So let's take a look at some of these. I just want it subtle. And it's going to be super quiet too. We're going to bring this here, but we're going to, love FL doing this feature right here. Amazing to watch, match, whatever, you know what I meant. Match the wave format to what you're seeing there. So I love that. Bring the volume down a little bit. So, you know, we're going to have to bring this here, EQ it real quick. You know how we do, bring it lower, add all the good stuff. This is going to be air noise, so there's going to be absolutely no low end in it, so we could do that. See that, even cut a little bit more. press this bad boy right here. Pop. Okay. So now. Here's one thing where I feel that crash I was talking to you guys about earlier might actually work in here a lot. Yes, yes, yes. This is exactly what I want. Alright, ready? So this was talking about the short. So it's very short. Very short. I love it. So we're going to EQ this guy here. We're going to put her in here. Definitely going to put it lower because we want these cymbals to be a little bit... Wow, that's fucking loud. Also feel like it should be a little bit higher. Yeah, just pitch it up a tiny bit. A few semitones there, just off the ear. Just I feel like it's gonna sound better. And now I feel like it's got too much kind of like, it's just a little too aggressive. So definitely lowering the regular volume is good. Bringing it down in the mixture is good. But now we're just gonna EQ it to take that bass away because I feel like it's just a little too much. It's gotta be a little lighter. Okay. Now we're getting there. Now we are getting there. Let's store a little compressor. Hey, how you doing? Compressor. We're gonna compressor today. It's my Italian accent, guys. Alright, so this air noise needs to be lower. And we want this guy to stand out a little bit more. Just things that I'm hearing as I'm going. I love to fix things as I go. Now this is a little too low. I feel like it's not even there. Let's see, what could it be? Could it be maybe the octave? Maybe I messed up. Boom. Okay. So I want to do something different. I usually do the cymbal, kind of roll into it and just go right into the drop. At this time I don't want to do that. I want to do something a little bit different. Kind of add just some drama. You know, we actually might even bring this guy back in there. Just to give it that extra. But let me see, I'm feeling this, but I'm not really feeling this. Let me... Maybe this is just too loud. I'm thinking still. Let's do the in. I like to bring that in so it's not so loud in the beginning. Alright, so there's something with... I'm like hearing it. That it's like almost like this rising cymbal is cutting, yeah, very, very tinily. It's cutting, so I think we need to just bring it up a tiny bit so that this way it kind of blends into it. If you feel me, let's take that off. Let's also do something real quick, just because even though I said that I didn't like the other crash, right? This is just what happens in production. I think I might want the other one. So let's just switch it real quick, mess with it a little bit. I think because it's two different cymbals and it just sounds different, it's kind of like in my ears, like, I don't like it. But now, I had to bring the cymbal. I feel like the cymbal's not starting right there, so let's see. Cymbals need to go quicker. Alright, so now, let's see. My favorite part is when I'm trying to get out of the highlighted loop and I make the world's smallest loop. Alright, we're good there. Now, let's kind of listen to this from the start. We'll save it, and let's go from here. Remember, no mixing yet, no mastering yet. So it's just kind of sounding whatever right now. That needs one of these crashes. What do you guys think? Back here.
Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio. Julio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Okay. Now we're kind of getting a little summer, right? Let's see how this sounds here.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos,
Then bring the kicks
calentamos
back
más
in.
con
Boom,
Julio.
boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, okay. I'll probably make it smoother, clean it up a little bit, because it's not sitting 100% good with me yet. But what we're gonna do is, so we took out everything. I mean, it could just be when I want everything to go away. Maybe it's going away a little too soon. So actually, let's mess with that a little bit. Let's see if we could play with the volume here.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Maybe a little bit more. I feel like they should be playing a little bit more. I should probably like reference something right now, just to kind of see. Because I'll be honest, this is one of my first times hacking at something like this. So we're just kind of playing with the feels and see how it is.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Let's see, maybe it's a little too, that one was too much, so we'll bring it back. Let's see, where do we got all these? We'll bring it back here.
Julio.
I would
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio. Calentamos más con Julio. En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Alright, let's see. Some stuff cut out too short. I feel like, even though I just literally had it here, I don't know why now it sounds better. Let's save that. Let's see. I'm trying to see something here. Maybe. Maybe it sounds better. Well, let's see. Well, I'm actually bringing this down. Yeah, no. We need to start it here. And we need to bring this here. Maybe faster. Guys, this is the indecisiveness of producing right here. I told you, you guys are getting it raw. This is the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. I just didn't get mad and didn't punch my computer yet, guys. But we are here. We are here. Alright. So now, bringing this back. Okay. Okay, so now, save that guy. Let's do, we'll bring the kick back in, right? Or I'm getting a thought, let's see. Because we can make this a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? And add another acapella to it. The second, like I was telling you guys earlier, that I wanted to add the actual chorus itself. Let's just see how it sounds if we make it longer. But let me see if I can find the chorus.
Castiga, dale lo que pide, dame la cena, se prohíbe. Castiga la shorty, la nota, explota. Yo no sé que te quiero romper, todavía no me voy a botar. Pero está bien, más que no tener sexo. En el cuarto cae un diluvio, otra vez te viene para ver más, yo te quiero calma. Quiero pagar. Castiga, dale lo que pide, dame la zona que nada se prohíbe. Dale duro pa' que nunca se olvide. Castígala, shorty, la nota, explota. Yo no sé qué pasaba, tuve que agarrarme de ti fuerte. Yo también llegaba, shorty, con la nota. Dale lo que pide, dame la zona que nada se pega. Dale, me vi una moto por dentro, y me vi una moto por dentro. Me vi una moto por dentro, que me espera sin nada puesto. Ok, baby, escuché el concepto. Tú miras por la nalga para y la mano cruza que parezco un arresto. Ese toto me hizo un hipnosis. Mis pensamientos de ti están compuestos cuando repetimos la dosis.
Alright, so right there, that's what I want.
Me vi una moto por dentro.
Yep, right there. Don't know how it's gonna sound, but let's see. Cause it goes. Okay, so we'll cut this. Everything else I don't want. Ooh, that's on the none. No, it's on the beat. Okay, alright. Okay. So we'll do this here. We are going to. Now again, I am going to see. Excuse me. Alright, so I am going to see now how this sounds here. Test run, we're going to move this over a little bit to make the sounds end right when the new vocal starts. Let's see how this sounds first and see what we can do.
Me vi una foto por texto, que me espera sin nada puesto. Ok, baby, escuché el concepto. Tú viras con la nalga para y la mano cruzada que parezca un arresto. Ese toto me hizo un hipnosis. Mis pensamientos de ti están compuestos cuando repetimos la dosis. Esto es si te doy nombre.
Just doesn't flow that great. Maybe this part, let me see.
Me vi una foto por texto, que me espera sin nada puesto. Ok, baby, escuché el concepto. Tú viras con la nalga para y la mano cruzada que
I'm feeling it, but I'm not really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Feel me. Let me see. Might go to original version.
Que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Alright, let's see what's up.
En el cuarto cae un diluvio. Otra vez te vienes, cada vez más yo te estudio. Y hasta que salga el sol me quedo para darte lo tuyo. Los dos bien bellacos, calentamos más con Julio.
Okay, so now let's incorporate this kick to come back in to kind of bring that. I think that part that I was playing before, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think I'm gonna just leave that as a second part of the drop or something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start now. Kind of build up and bringing in the drop. All right.